Hare Rama Rama Ram Sita Ram 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 Hare Rama Rama Ram Sita Ram Ram Hare Rama Rama Ram Sita Ram Ram Hare Rama Rama Ram Sita Ram Ram Hare Rama Rama Ram Gajanam Bhutganatisevam Kapitajambo Phalasamabhakshanam Umasutam Shokavinasaparanam Namami Vigneshwar Padapankajam Ya Kundendu Tusharhardhavala Ya Shubha Vastrāvrita Ya Vina Varadanda Mandita Tara Ya Shveta Padmasana Ya Brahmachyuta Shankar Prabhritibhi Devai Sada Vandita Samam Patu Saraswati Bhagavati Samam Patu Saraswati Bhagavati Nisheshjāyapaha Samast Jan Kalyan Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavedam Lokabhiram Ranarangatiram Rajivaneram Raghuvanshanatham Karunyarupam Karunakaram Tam Shri Ramachandram Sharanam Prapadye Manojavam Marutulya Vegam Jitendriyam Dhimatam Varishtham Vatatmajam Vanarayutramokhyam Shri Ramdutam Shirsa Bolo Ram 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 Sita Ram 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 Bolo अजर बिहारी रघुकुल केवल वचन मिलाए दिलो सत्संग में देख होई राम कृपा दुर्लभ सोई अनुभव अपना सत हरि भजन जप सब सपना उमाचारो जो सिद्ध नाय राम जावन सब से आए उमाचारो जो सिद्धिनाय सब ही पावन राम गोसाई बड़े काजमा कुश पावा दुर्लभ सब रंगावा राजा राम 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 हरे राम राम यावर रामचंद्र की जय।
Something will come on commercial or something and it connect. Sorry for that.
Okay, so we have to see now from after number 45, I think we reached yesterday. Sanukurti Parad Muni Deva. Yes, 45 we finish. Okay, so what is Bhagwan's topic which is going on? Bhagwan is making a case, I told you yesterday, for bhakti. Now, nothing is wrong with Gyan also. Bhagwan only tells us Gyan is difficult for those people. And even after attaining to that knowledge, getting that knowledge and all, he says that person still has not developed bhakti. And so, he loves bhaktas. You know, in this Ramcharitmanas, this is the running theme in Ramcharitmanas. What is it? Bhakti is the running theme. You will see, Bhagwan walks all the way from Ayodhya, bare feet, to come and give mukti to Kevat. He runs after Marich to give him Kevat, to give him mukti. He runs after Marich. He comes And he puts his own sorrows aside when he just lost Sita Maya to give consolation to Jatayu, who is a volunteer. He has love for Kak Bhushundi as a crow. Like that, he goes and he befriends Sugriv, who is Banar. He has love for Hanumanji, who is also Kapi, Banar. Like that. So the theme in this Ramcharitmanas running through, even though knowledge is right there in the background, Gyan, the theme in Ramcharitmanas is this whole topic of bhakti, devotion. And the one who has devotion, he says, Abasahi, Bhagwan who is Abasahi, Baskari. How? Bhagati. Abasahi, Bhagati, Baskari. It means to say the Lord who is unconquerable. Who could conquer Bhagwan? He's invincible. Invincible the Lord is. But he is conquered by bhakti. What a thing. No bow and arrow can conquer him. No nuclear arms could conquer him. But bhakti could conquer him. What a Bhagwan Ram. So this is the theme. So he's making a case here to the people of Ayodhya. All those who are joining tonight for the first time. He's speaking to the people of Ayodhya in what is called as Purajana Gita. And in the last section here, he speaks about bhakti. And let us now go into that. This devotion to the Lord. After number, I told you, 45 in Uttarkand. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Ram Sahabu Bhagati Pathakavan Prayasa Yog Namak Jap Tap Upamasa Sarala Subhavana Mana Utlai Yatha Labh Santosh Sadai Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Ram Syamara Ramachandra ki jai. Bhagwan tells, like, this is just ordinary talking, we also say. Tell, what is so difficult in bhakti? Kahu, bhagati path, kavana prayasa. What is so difficult in bhakti? What he means to say, when sometimes a question is a statement. This is a question, it's a statement. What? There is nothing which is difficult in bhakti. That is a statement like that. Devotion to the Lord. And you know what, for one reason I'll tell you, that he himself gives many more reasons here. All of us have a lot of love already. Love is the capital in devotion. We come bestowed with a lot of love. Human beings have a lot of love. Our problem is we invest our love in the wrong stocks. And when you invest your money in the wrong stocks, what happens? Well, you lose all your money. You lose all your money, and along with the losing of the money, the person who loses his money also loses his sanity. Correct or not? Because whole night he's you can't sleep now. I lost so much money in the stock market. But this is our problem. We have a huge capital of love. We are born like that. We love, but we love what? This thing, that thing, the other thing. We love so many other things in this world, everywhere, except Bhagwan. We love so many things. I tell you, if you go outside now and your chappal is missing, Your shoes are missing. Then you'll see, oh, early crying starts. I lost my shoe. And nobody cries for Bhagwan. In that way, nobody cries for Bhagwan. So much love we have that when we come inside here and we stand up before Bhagwan and we pray, we are praying to Bhagwan here, but our mind is on our shoes. And I hope when I go outside, my shoes are there, And one fellow like that, he actually, when he went outside, his shoes were missing. So he thought, what is this? I just went and prayed to the Lord. And what type of Lord he is? He cannot even protect my shoes. How will he protect me? My shoes also he cannot protect. So he came back inside to complain to Bhagwan. He came back inside the temple. I'm going to complain to him. Well, he could not even protect my shoes. What type of Lord he is? When he came inside, he realized, when he saw, he looked at Bhagwan, he realized he also was not wearing any shoes. He said, oh, Prabhu, sorry. They took yours also. If they could take yours, then what is mine also? You could not protect your own shoes. So he left and went home. But I'm just using one little item in our life, our shoes. But like that, we love so many things in our life and we cannot do without those things. We have too much of love for too much of things. This is human beings. So the capital of love is invested in all the worldly things and there is no more love left to invest in Bhagwan. But see, we have the capital already. If we make the right investment with that capital, it will bring so much of returns. The human being just has to pull his love from all the things in this world, none of which is certain, none of which guarantees anything, none of which ensures anything. Insurance will save your life or what? Can insurance save your life? No. Nothing in this world. That's why Bhajan Govindam starts like that. Arey bhaiya, Yamraj is coming. Kone pe khada hai. Yamraj, he is standing on the corner there, coming for you. When he comes, you will tell him, this Sanskrit grammar, Yamraj, please save me. Look, I know Sanskrit grammar, Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha. I'll sing Sanskrit grammar for you. You save me. Nothing will say. Therefore, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja. Yeah. Worship Bhagwan like that. So develop this love for the Lord and worship the Lord, because that is the only one guarantee really in this world. There is nothing else in this world which is guaranteed. Absolutely zero. Absolutely zero. They were telling me of a case of somebody went to sleep and got up and they were blind. Woke up in the morning and realized they are blind. They went to sleep seeing. Another one collapsed just like that. What is guaranteed? Absolutely nothing. Anybody can fall sick anytime. Anybody can die anytime. Anything can happen anytime. We could have an earthquake right now and all of us gone. Tsunami. So there is no guarantee in this world. If a person goes to university and gets 5 degrees, is he guaranteed anything from that? He's not guaranteed a job, he's not guaranteed happiness, he's not guaranteed wealth, he's not guaranteed health, what is guaranteed by that? Please see this thing. So our devotion has to be pulled from all the worldly love, which we invest in all these worldly things, and this has to be invested in Bhagwan. What a simple thing actually. But he says, tell what is the difficulty in this? He says, Yoga namakha japa tapa upavas. If in bhakti, you need not do any yoga. Because bhakti has nothing to do with yoga. Bhakti has to do with your heart, isn't it? It has nothing to do with yoga or anything. Bhakti has nothing to do with makha. Makha means yagnya. All offering into the fires like that. Japa. Because the person can sit there. Kabir Sahib writes at one place. Mala to kar mein phire. The mala is going on in the And the Naam is going on in his tongue. But Manawa, chahu disi phire. The mind going in all directions. This is what is japa now. So Sumiran Nai. Then here, Tapa, all the Ramakrishna Paramahamsa had a devotee. Not a devotee. He was sitting there one day in Dakshineshwar, and one fellow came. So he told him, Are Guruji, why don't you demonstrate some chamatkar? Chamatkar, you know, miracles. Because Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he used to just sit there and worship the Devi and like that. And he never used to demonstrate any miracles and all that kind of thing, you know. So he told that devotee, Are bhai, all this chamatkar and all these miracles and all, they are only distractions in your mind. You should stay away from them. He said, no, spiritual power is supposed to give you miraculous powers, you know. You're supposed to be able to do things. So tapa, when a person does tapas, he's supposed to get spiritual powers, you know. So he said, no, that is not the proper path. You just concentrate on the Paramatma and all. That fellow did not listen, and he went on that side of Ganga. Those of you who have been to, somebody told me they just went to that Dakshineshwar is on one side of Ganga. So and the other side was big forest and all. So he went on the other side. And for 13 or 14 years, he sat there and he did tapas. I'm telling, see, Bhagavan is saying, bhakti doesn't require tapas also. Because see what tapas can turn into. He went there and did tapas for 13 years. After his tapas, he was able to walk on the waters of Ganga and come back. Walk on the water with his tapas. So when he came on this side, he told Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, see, with 13 years of tapas, look, I can walk on the water. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa told a very nice thing. He said, your 13 years of tapas is worth 2 cents. 2 cents, 2 annas. Because if you had paid the boatman 2 cents from that side, he would have brought you here. So for 13 years of tapas is worth only 2 cents. It means to say, a person can go and do so much of tapas and have no devotion because he only wants to show the world that I can walk on water. So bhakti doesn't require any of them, he says. Upavas, or fasting and all. Mirabai at one place says, if fasting and living on water only could have brought anything, all the fishes would have been mukta already. Because the fish only drink water a whole day. They would have been liberated. So not to say anything bad about any of them. What he just means to say is, true devotion is about something in the heart. It is not about anything outside. That is the idea. And then he gives it again now. Really, what is the mark of devotion? This is a very nice line. I quoted this similar line we were seeing previously, and I told you it will come. Here it is coming now. What is that? Sarala subhavana mana kutilai. The true devotee is the one who is simple by nature. We have to learn to be simple by nature. Otherwise, human beings, I told you, we have made our lives so complex today that we don't know what is right from wrong, what is real from unreal. Everybody is so confused about these things. Like, for example, people in the business world, they tell to me, Swamiji, everybody is cheating in the business world. If I don't cheat, I will be left behind. I will be. So now cheating has become moral. This is how they see. So now I don't know what is right from wrong. The cheating is good or not good? So, right from wrong we don't. Then, real from unreal. We don't know. Because we have made our life too complex. Human beings have made their life too complex. You see, we go on putting things in our life that we don't know anything about. Like, for example, You'll see, we went through a phase where all people became so hygienic that the person now became allergic to every single thing because he kept away from everything around him and sanitized everything around him. And then that caused him not to develop any resistance to anything around. So he didn't develop that resistance, and now he finds himself allergic to everything. And nowadays, that's why now people are going back to mud bath. So we stayed away from all the dirt and mud and all for a long time, then realized, no, better we go and take a mud bath, you know. So people go now and they take mud bath and they cover themselves in mud and all that kind of thing, isn't it? I've seen. In Trinidad, there's a mud volcano. So many people go there to dip inside that mud and come out looking like a zombie. And they're telling now, you know, you just go in your backyard garden and do a little bit of gardening, put your hand in the mud a little bit, smell the earth. It is therapeutic. Have you heard them saying? No. It is therapeutic, they are telling. So, this is the simple life which we left, and we opted for a highfalutin life. But that highfalutin life is the one which is really complex and has so many side effects of this highfalutin life. And the greatest side effect is a thing called as stress. And that stress is related to so many of the lifestyle diseases also. So how complex we have made our life that we have now contracted all sorts of lifestyle diseases and so many things that they have no cure for. They can only treat. And they are glad to treat also because money is made in the treating, you know. You know how many diseases they have no cure for? 6,000 diseases. There are 6,000 diseases right now for which they have no cure. Because we have really made our life so complex. So, sarala subhavana mana kutilai, maintain a very simple, eat simple, dress simple, speak simple. Even the basic things. Sarala subhav. Simple nature. Na mana kutilai, and keep all the fraud and all the complexities and all the, you know, ulterior motives and all the other things. Just keep a very simple, straight life. And if somebody asks, this thing is brown or black, you don't go say, well, it depends, you know. Don't go on saying, it depends. And the thing is, what color? It's black. You tell it, right? Some people, no. Well, that is only from this standpoint. If you put it under a microscope, it will be some other color. Now he starts a whole complex thing now. Isn't it? The thing is black. Tell us it is like that. One fellow is standing in front of a judge. So the judge asked him, his defendant, did you enter that house at 5 p.m.? He said, Your Honor, on or about that time. Did you steal that $5,000? More or less. He not giving us straight? The judge shouted at the policeman, put him in jail. He shouted at the judge, Your Honor, why would you let me go? He said, sooner or later. Because he gave all the complex answers, the judge also gave a complex answer, yeah. So keep it simple and straightforward. All that. Right. Jatha labh santosh sadai. Jatha labh santosh sadai means to say, we saw this also in one of the previous days. The santushta satatam yogis, santushta yena kena chit and all this Bhagavan, I told you Bhagavan Krishna likes this word, to be contented. Otherwise, a human being, I told you now, in our Trinidad language, we call that big eye. I don't know what you call it in your language. Same thing. Big eye. Big eye means the more you see, the more you want. Never ever contented. And please remember, this disease of human being is not curable. Incurable disease. Because nobody in this world will ever say, I have had enough. There is no such thing said by a human being. I just give you the example you will see. Just for you to think in your mind. If somebody comes and they give you $1 million today, and the next day he comes and he said, I have another spare million. Would you take it? He asks you, would you take it? Please take it. There is nobody in the world who will say, no, yesterday I got 1 million, I am santushta. I am satisfied. I am contented. Santushta. This second million, you please go and give it to my neighbor. Huh? There is nobody in this world who will say. That shows that this human being will never ever be content. So that disease is incurable. And first I have to know that is an incurable disease. Then only I can now work. I can work towards this thing. If the person doesn't admit that this disease this is actually a pandemic, it's a real pandemic. If he doesn't accept that first, or see this thing, there is no chance of becoming santushta. Then he has to first understand this thing. Because no amount is enough for a human being. That's how he is. Then, next one is Murdas Hai Nar Asa Shri Ram Jai Ram Karai Bhagavan Kaha Vishwasa Bahut kahau ka katha barai Achal bas Ram Jai Ram Jai Syawar Ramachandra ki jai. Murdas Kahai. The person says that he is a devotee of mine. Bhagavan Ram is saying. The person says that he is a devotee of mine, but Nara Asa, but he only has reliance on human beings. Then what devotee of mine he is? Karai tau kahu kaha viswasa. Where is his faith? If the person says that I am a devotee of Ram, he should have Shraddha, Vishwas only in Ram. But we have Shraddha and Vishwas only in the faith, only in human beings. No, this one will save me. I know that fellow, no, he's in that office there. I can pull some strings. I have reliance on him. I have faith in him. Like that. We have faith in all. And people like that go on the whole world. They have faith in this president and that president. And then you go and vote for them. And then what happens to your faith? That's how people have Vishwas in all these things. This is what Bhagavan means. If you are a devotee of Lord, we should have faith in. There's a wonderful. Let me tell you. अजगर करे न चाकरी पंछी करे न काम दास मुलुक कहे सबके दाता राम अजगर करे न चाकरी पंछी करे न काम दास मुलुक कहे दाता राम दास मुलुक कहे दाता राम famous. One Mahatma was sitting outside, lying down in his little kurtiya like this. One man was lying down in his room like this, and one Mahatma came outside the window, and he started singing loud. What? Sitaram, Sitaram. Sitaram, 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 Sitaram. Mahatma came and sat right outside his window, and he started now Sitaram, Sitaram like this. So this man, he could not sleep. He was trying to sleep there. So he poked his head out the window, and he said, "Arey Mahatma ji, arey band karo. You stop this thing." Mahatma ji said, "Arey bhaiya, I'm chanting Sitaram, Sitaram, the name of Bhagwan. Bhagwan is the one who keeps you alive. Why should you get angry at Bhagwan's name, the Lord who keeps you alive? He provides everything for you, keeps you alive. He allows you to breathe air. He allows your heart to beat. Why you don't want to hear his name? Then Bhagwan provides what? He doesn't provide anything. I work every day for my food. What Bhagwan provides? He provides nothing. So he said, I am telling you, the Mahatma said, I am telling you, Bhagwan is the one who provides everything for you. You should have Shraddha, Vishwas in Bhagwan. He is the one who provides everything for you. So you should not get angry when you hear, first of all, you are not chanting his name. You should have been chanting his name because he is the one who is providing everything for you. At least I am chanting and you can at least listen to that name. He said, you prove to me that Bhagwan provides for anybody. You prove. If you can prove, I will become your disciple. So, and I give you 24 hours to prove that Bhagwan provides. So the Mahatma said, okay. Well, now Mahatma also, how he'll prove anything? All he has is 100% faith in Bhagwan. So Mahatma said, Prabhu, I now leave it in your hand because how I will prove to him, So this man now got up from there and he went to the middle of the jungle. Before going, he told that Mahatma, I want to see how Bhagwan will give me food in the middle of the jungle, where there is nobody. And if Bhagwan gives me food, he tells him, if Bhagwan gives me food in the middle of the jungle, then I would accept that Bhagwan provides for everyone. And I will become your disciple. So he went to the middle of the jungle knowing that there is not a single soul there. And he found a nice tree and he climbed up that tree. And he hid among the branches. And he said, no, I'll stay here for 24 hours. Now, 1 hour passed, 2 hours, 3 hours passed. Then some gypsies were passing. You know gypsies? Nomads. These gypsies were passing. And of all the trees, they stopped under that tree. And then they took out all their utensils and this and that and they started cooking. Started cooking food. After cooking, they ate very nicely and whatever food was all left over now, for the next stop, they packed it nicely and all in their dibba and everything and they started going. So he said, see, this fellow is glad now because Bhagavan did not give me any food. They took all the food. And he's happy because he wants to prove that Mahatma wrong. As soon as the gypsies left, one of the gypsies shouted out very loudly, Daku! Daku! Robbers! Robbers! And it so happened that a band of robbers were coming. So now these fellows seeing robbers, these gypsies are simple people also, seeing robbers, they drop food and everything and they ran away. Now the robbers came and they found the food now. So the junior robber, the junior robber found the food and he told the boss. It's always on some junior and senior, you know. So the junior found the food and he told the boss, boss, look, we have found food. They did not see the gypsies, they only saw the food. The gypsies saw them and ran away. So the boss said, food, oh, now they are all happy. They got free food, time to eat. And suddenly something struck the boss. Oh, hold on. We're here in the middle of the jungle. Food, nicely packed and everything. Who will bring food and put here in the middle of the jungle? It's so nicely packed. No. This is some conspiracy. Somebody has brought food here and they know that we are passing here. Robbers are passing. They want to kill us all. So they have put poison in that food. So don't touch it. And if somebody has brought, he has to be here somewhere around. And he put poison in the food and waiting for us to eat to watch all of us die. So he told the junior, now you look here, see, search who is here. So all of them went in different directions, and robbers searching for whoever is there, put poison in the food. Well, search. Meanwhile, this fellow, he's seeing the whole story here from the top. And I don't know what would have happened. Some ant would have bit him or something, so he shook. Some wasp, ant, something. At that time, when he shook. When they heard the leaves ruffling, one of the robbers, he looked up. And through the leaves, he can see some color. Oh. Come down here now. They brought him down. You put this food here? No. I did not put this food here. It was you who put this food. No. And you put poison in the food. No, sir. This food has nothing to do with me. And some gypsies came here and they cooked. Gypsies? They don't want to believe any of his gypsy story and all that kind of thing. No, if you wanted to kill us, so you put poison in this food. So now the robbers put a gun by his head. Now you eat. You eat first, we'll watch you die, then we'll know. Huh? They made him eat food. Now all of them waited and they saw nothing was wrong with this fellow. He ate and all. Nothing was wrong with him. Nothing happened to him. They thought, okay, then the food is good. So they also ate. And then, since he had not put any poison in the food, and he really was telling the truth because nothing happened to them, this food is not connected to him or anything, they let him go. He came back now to the village. And he told that Mahatma, he prostrated before that Mahatma. He said, really, I did not want to eat. I tried everything not to eat. But Bhagavan made sure that I ate also. And it is said that that man became a disciple of that Mahatma. And it is that man who became the great Muluk Das Ji Maharaj. This doha which I chanted in the beginning is a very famous doha. It says, Ajgar kare na chakari, panchi kare na kam. The snake doesn't become any servant of anybody and does anything for anybody. Does it do? Snake does anything for anybody? No. Nothing. And Panchi kare na kaam, the bird doesn't do any work. The bird gets up in the morning and sings only, and he goes to work or what? Panchi kare na kaam, the bird also doesn't do any work. Das muluk kahe gaye, sabke data Ram. The Muluk Das says that Bhagwan provides for everybody and everyone in this world. That type of Shraddha, if anybody has, I tell you, Bhagwan will provide everything for that person. But what we don't have the Shraddha in Bhagwan, we have the Shraddha only in, my boss, the company, like that. Shraddha in every other thing in this world. That is the idea. So Bhagwan says, you say that you're a devotee of mine and you're a das or you're a servant and this and that, but you have faith only in all human beings. And you have faith in insurance companies and faith in this thing and faith in that thing. And where is really your faith? So you cannot be a devotee of the Lord. Anyway, he says, Bahut kahau ka katha badhai. I have already said so much. Why to go on telling about the greatness of bhakti? Ehi acharan basyamai bhai. See, this is I told na. Bhakti is that which can conquer the Lord. No weapons can conquer the Lord, but bhakti or devotion can conquer Bhagwan. And Bhagwan himself tells in this line. That's why this portion is so famous. Bahut kahau. Ehi acharan basyamai bhai. Basya means I come under the control under the person's control. Which person? The person who practices these things. Which things? Now we're going to tell. I become controlled by the person who practices these things. It means the Lord becomes conquered. Like that. And which things he's going to tell now in the next verse. See. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. Kair nadi kahar natrasna. Ramchandra ki jai. Vairana vigraha asana trasa. Vair means enmity. So Bhagavan becomes controlled by that devotee who has no vair. Vairi means enmity with anything or anybody in this world. I told see, even if that person does something bad to me, right? So now there are two things. That people have these questions all the time. Well, that person does something bad to me. So the natural response of a human being is to have hate for that person. That is because we don't have complete thinking. So now the person lights my house afire. Let us say. Big thing even, right? The person lights my house afire. So naturally you will develop enmity and hatred and everything for that person. So that's what we are calling naturally, because naturally we are like in the animal kingdom. Animals don't think. That is naturally. Animals cannot think. But I told you, and because that is why as human beings, we have shastras, we have gurus, we have sampradayas, we have teaching, we have gyan, we have knowledge. So I told, that person who lit my house of fire, that person is only an instrument to bring back karma, my karma, which I have myself done in the past. So this is one thing. So this first part of the understanding should be there in my mind. It is only my own karma which has come back to me. I have lived countless lives. I would have done so many countless things. That part. Now, second part. You live in civil society, and civil society, there is something called the rule of law. There is something called as crime. There is something called as civil institutions that conduct the affairs of civil society. And since you are a member of the civil society, it is now your duty. So now this is duty on the other side. The other one, first part is understanding, which I explained to you. That is understanding, that is knowledge. The second part is duty. As a member of civil society, you have a duty to go and report this fellow to the law, to the secret, security services and all that, police and whoever. It is your duty to, so that this type of behavior will not become prevalent in the civil society in which I live. Those are two independent things. So it's not that you say, no, he burned down my house, there's my own karma. Take care, let him go. That is not, when we say it is your own karma, people feel that the other one follows. They are two totally different things. The understanding that it is my karma that will prevent my heart from developing hatred, enmity, anger, all the other things. That will save who? Already it is burned down. But if you get hatred and anger and enmity and all these things you develop in your mind, well, that will bring back the house or what? It will save you the stress and save you all the tension and save you the heart attack and save you the high blood pressure and everything. So that part is to be understood, and with that understanding, I save myself from enmity and save myself from anger and hatred and all the bad qualities. I save my own heart. And the fellow who burned down his house, he is sleeping nicely. I am the one who left with all the stress. For what? For karma which I did in the past. So we say, the first part is the understanding, and the second part is civic duty. And if you have a civic duty, go and do your duty. This is a very, very simple, straightforward thing. But people get these two things mixed up. People who just listen superficially to Sanatana Dharma, they say, no, these Sanatanis, what they teach, it is your karma. Take it and stay quiet. We don't teach any such thing. We teach that after you understand the thing, you still have a civic duty, like that. So when Bhagavan says, there, don't have enmity, this is what he means. You understand the first part and have enmity with no one. Rid your heart of enmity for or hatred for anyone, like that. Na vigraha, quarrel. All the time quarrel. Na asa. Asa means all the time hoping. This is, I hope this happens. I hope that happens. I hope the other thing happens. Rather than hoping, better we get up and do something. I hope somebody bring mango for me today. I hope somebody brings, nice guava. I go and plant a guava tree. That is better than hoping, yeah. Otherwise, so many people hope. I don't know, and you're encouraged to hope, wish, dream, all the same thing. Wish and dream. You must have some dream. We say don't dream. You get up and do something. Like that. Huh? Na trasa. Trasa means all the time scared. People are afraid of little bugs. People in Florida are better. Because here you are used to the bugs, So on any side you see a little bug there, a little bug there. But scared of little bugs, scared about everything, scared. Don't know, Swamiji, I don't know what will happen to this world. What will happen to the next generation? People scared all the time. Arey, you did not make the world. Who made the world? Bhagwan. Let him take care of his world. You just ride nicely without fear and all. Sukhamaya ta hi sada sab asa. And Sukhamaya means to all the time be cheerful and happy and joyful. Full of joy. Sukhamaya. This is a nice word. Everything should be joyous. And washing dishes, wash it with joy. Not we go on washing dishes and grinding teeth at the same time, I don't know what why this thing, why that thing, why. Everything I do, I should do it with joy all the time. One Mahatma was sitting under a tree and he was chanting Ram, 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 and he was blissful. Then police were chasing one burglar. That burglar realized that the police is very close, that they'll catch him. He deposited the bag of loot with that Mahatma. And he ran away. So now when the police reached that spot, they saw the bag of loot with this Mahatma. Oh, 1 minute you're pretending to be, 1 minute you're a burglar, next minute you're pretending to be Mahatma. So they snatched him. And they took him to the prison. And the next morning, they took him to the magistrate's court. So the magistrate looked at him and he realized he's a simple bole bhale Mahatma, he doesn't look like any burglar and all. So he said, so tell me what happened. So he said, Your Honor, by the grace of Bhagwan Ram, I was sitting under a tree. And by the grace of Bhagwan Ram, I was chanting Ram, Ram, Ram. And by the grace of Bhagwan Ram, the police were chasing a burglar. And by the grace of Bhagwan Ram, he deposited his bag of loot with me. And by the grace of Bhagwan Ram, the police caught me. And by the grace of Bhagwan Ram, they kept me in the prison all night. And by the grace of Bhagwan Ram, they brought me before you this morning. The judge realized he's a simple man. He did not do anything. He said, okay, but you go home. Go home. He said, thank you, Your Honor, by the grace of Bhagwan Ram. By the grace of Bhagwan Ram, you will let me go also. He's very cheerful. Anything happened, they caught him and put him in jail also, but still by the grace of Bhagwan Ram, cheerful all the time. Sukhamaya he is all the time, like that. So Bhagwan is anybody who is like that, all the time happy and joyous and all. See, look here. If Bhagwan, see how Hanuman Chalisa ends? Hanuman Chalisa ends by saying, make my heart your abode. Sadahari Chera. And then in the Pavanatanaya Sankata Harana Mangala Murati Ru Ram Lakhana Sita Sahita Hridaya Basahu Sura Hu. Right. So Tulsidas is telling you dwell in my heart. Devotees all the time pray, Prabhu, you dwell in my heart. Which Bhagwan will want to dwell in anybody's heart who crying all the time? Who all the time miserable? You want to go by anybody who is miserable all the time? Nobody wants to go, isn't it? We see that miserable fellow coming, oh, look, he's coming again, let's hide. Yeah? Nobody wants to go by any miserable person. You're miserable all the time. Bhagwan will not want to dwell in any such heart. So Bhagwan wants to dwell in a heart that is joyous, that is happy, that is bubbly, that is, full of life, full of, vivacity and all that, all the time. So he has Sukhamaya to keep that. So you dwell in that heart all the time. Then Anarambha, Aniketa, Amani, Anaga, Arosha, Dacha. Vijnani, also such a nice word. A lot of these words come in the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Same thing he's talking about a bhakta there. Bhakta Lakshana is called. Bhakta Lakshana, the traits and characteristics of a bhakta. So here, what is bhakta? Is anarambha. This is from these words all in Bhagavad Gita. Anarambha means not to do any work with selfish motive. Selfish motive. Otherwise, in this world, we only think about ourself only. Everything we are doing only about ourself. We should think about the welfare of the world and do whatever we are doing. Anarambha, aniketa. Aniketa means homeless. So the one who is homeless, Bhagavan said, he is dear to me. The aniketa sthiramatihi in Bhagavad Gita. Here, aniketa mani. Aniketa means, look here, I'll tell you. Shastras only make us think like this. Behind your mind, we have a strong attachment to home. You're only thinking. It is a given at the mind. Only when you are finished, when this lecture is finished tonight, I am going home. And when he'll finish, he goes on and on and on, I don't know when he'll finish. Like that. And the mind has a strong affiliation and attachment to home. So we have everybody, wherever we go, we always, like the cow is tethered to the tree and the cow roams everywhere. But in the final analysis, the cow is tethered to that tree. In the same way, we are tethered to home. In a strong way. It's hardly, very rarely you will meet a person who is at home wherever he is. That is a rare thing. Once in one of our India trip, I called the whole group. I saw a Mahatma lying down near the temple. And he had a little bundle. So I called the whole group. I said, you all come. Now I'll ask him some questions. And then you'll see. To demonstrate this aniketa. So I asked that Mahatma, Bhaiya, aap kahan se aa raha hai? Where are you coming from? He said, pass me. He's coming from there. Ab kahan ja raha hai? Pata nahi. Where are you going? I don't know. Tomorrow I will see. So right now he's lying down there. And when he's going tomorrow comes, I'll see. He is called aniketa. That person has I'm very happy and contented in everything. Very happy and nice. We have a strong sense of home. The idea is this now, and this is where the value of the teaching comes. Wherever you are at the moment, to remember and realize that Bhagwan is very much there as he is at your home. So if you are in the lap of Bhagwan here, then why you should not be happy? I am in the lap of the Lord wherever I am. I am in Bhagwan's lap. Anywhere in this world. That person is called as aniketa. But we are very much strongly attached to that one particular home. So we're only waiting for the bell to ring or something to ring and then to go. Another meaning Bhagavan Shankaracharya gives in his Sadhana Panchakam about his home. Aniketa means this body is our home. So because this jiva has moved from one body to another body. So we are very much attached to this body. So aniketa would be detachment from this body. Ready to go. Ready to give up this body and go. When Yamaraj comes, yes sir, I am ready. Time to go. But no jiva is ready, Please give me one more day. No. So aniketas, amani means without abhiman. All of those of you who were there this morning, that ego, and we saw very nicely how that ego grows and all that. So the devotee who is without ego, then anagha means without papa, nishpapa. Anagha, nishpapa. Papa, I told you, is roughly translated as sin. Papa. So, the one who is without sin. And that is a very bad, rough translation. Just say the word papa instead of saying sin. Arosha, without anger. he whose heart is free from anger, Bhagavan tells, that person is dear to me. Arosha. Akrodha many times you see. And the next word, Daksha, also comes in the 12th chapter. Daksha means, those of you who belong to the Sangha and who are Shikshak and went to Shakha any time in your life, you will hear them saying, Daksha. That's their command. Daksha means attention. Arama, stand at ease. Like those two commands they have. So, the Daksha means being alert, aware, vigilant, being disciplined, all that. Attention. Otherwise, most of the time we are not attentive. There are 3 types of people in the world, you know. What 3 types of people? One type of person, they make things happen. Have you seen that type of people? They make things happen. The other type of person, they watch things happen. And the last one, they ask, what happened? This is the person who is totally unaware. Oh, what happened? Something happened. So, Daksha means attentive, being vigilant, being alert, aware, conscious, awake. You know human beings have the habit of dreaming with their eyes open. We do it all the time. That's called daydreaming. You know that word, na? Daydreaming means, see, when you are night dreaming, when you are dreaming in the night, right? Just see, you are there in the dream and you are experiencing certain things in that dream, right? So you are unaware of your body and the bed, and it is nighttime, and where you are sleeping, you're unaware of those things, isn't it? And you are in some other place, and you're totally unaware of your surroundings. Well, what is the difference in daydreaming? Same thing. Something is going on here, and your mind has gone somewhere else. So, since the mind has gone somewhere else, you're totally unaware of what is going on here. So, daydreaming and night dreaming is one and the same. Same. There's no difference. As long as your mind is not present with your surroundings, the definition, as long as your mind is not present with your surroundings, you are dreaming. So Daksha, this word means the mind should be present with my surroundings. What is going on right now? What are the 5 stimuli being handed to my 5 senses at the moment? When I'm engaged in those 5 stimuli, that thing is called waking. And when I'm disengaged from those 5 stimuli, that is called as dreaming. So the one who's Daksha is the one whose mind is engaged with the 5 stimuli at the moment. What a wonderful thing. Such a person will discover Bhagavan very fast. Daksha, Vijnani means one who has lot of knowledge. Knowledge of Shastras. Wisdom gathered from the Shastras. Then, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. परायण दो हसिया पर रामचंद्र की जय शरण राम सियावर रामचंद्र की जय शरण सियावर रामचंद्र की जय. That is the end of the Purajana Gita. Bhagavan tells a few more qualities that we should have so that he becomes under our control. And not all the qualities are required, one only is enough. One of them. He says, Priti Sada Sajjana Samsarga. To have love for the company of saints. We saw some of these in the previous, in Navada Bhakti. Love for the company of Sant, Sadhu, Mahatma, like that. And have satsang with them also. Love for satsang. Ram Katha ke tei adhikari, jinke satsangati ati pyari. That person who likes satsang, he becomes fit for Ram Katha. When he has Ram Katha, he'll get mukti. Like that. So, to have the company of saints. Then, Trinasama Vishaya, Swarga, Apavarga. To consider all acquisitions in this world as a mere blade of grass. It is worth nothing. Otherwise, we compete only to run after worldly things like that. Whole life goes to get this and get that. Bhagati pacha hatha nahi satatai. To have strong, this hatha word is strong word. It means to say, to be vehement on the path of bhakti, insistent on the path of bhakti. It actually borders on stubborn. You will kill me, but I will not leave devotion for Bhagwan Ram, like that. Bhagati pacha hat nahi sattai, and give up all his bigotry and give up all his fraud and all these different type of things which we know. Dushta tarka sab duri bhai, and to give up also false argumentation. Dushta tark, false argumentation. We go on and people come up with their own logic and all. Bapre. I saw recently somebody was saying they bought some product. See logic, eh? They bought some product. Then that product was defective. So they took it back. And the people looked at it and they really found out that it was defective. The seller, the vendor saw it was defective, so they took it back. And they gave this fellow a new one in its place. Right? That fellow came and told everybody he got that free. He said, I got this free. The other man said, but no, this you got in place of the other one. You paid for the other one, no? Yeah, I paid for the other one, but I didn't pay for this one. This is his logic. And people have all sorts of logic in this world, I tell you. So Bhagavan tells not only here, so many places. Dushta tark. All false logic and these things, better just to give it up and worship Bhagavan. How? Mama guna grama nama rata, reveling in my qualities and my name. Reveling in the qualities and name of Bhagavan. Gata mamata mada moha, and giving up minus, arrogance and delusion. To give up these things. Takar sukha soi janai parananda sandoha. To revel in the one who is able to do this, he will revel only in sukha and joy of Bhagavan. Sunata sudha sama bachana ram ke gahe sabani pada kripani thanake. I don't know if that is there, but all the people of Ayodhya listened to Bhagavan's nectarine words, and then they all came and fell at the feet of Bhagavan. And happily they all went away to their respective homes, like that. And Bhagavan also told he is not telling for his benefit, he is telling for everybody else there. All right, this is Purajana Gita. I think we covered the whole thing fairly. Okay, now we will have some talk and some arti and some finish. Purajana Gita.
Alright, so thank you so much, Swamiji.
Oh, I have to tell about Guyana. So in this early part of this year, from January all the way to May, middle of January to the beginning of May, I spent in Guyana doing 108 night Bhagavad Gita from Crabwood Creek, the furthest point in the east of Guyana, to Pomeroon, the furthest point in the west. 108 nights in 108 temples, consecutively, non-stop, and did the whole Bhagavad Gita. Every night, 6 verses, more or less. So the whole Gita got finished. It was a first for Guyana and first for us also being there, and was very well received. We met so many people in all the temples across the whole country, and it was really well organized by people there also. So we had a tremendous time, and it is all in effort to establish Chinmaya Mission strongly in Guyana, so that we can continue to make effort, continue to make contribution to the development of human beings. Missions like these develop human beings. Other missions, they develop economy, they develop politics, they develop those type of things. But developing human beings is a different thing altogether. You may develop a whole country economically, but the human beings can remain very much the same. So the mission is doing that. And from Toronto, Dave and Gina, who were posted in Toronto for a good 10 years, now they are posted in Chinmaya Mission Guyana. And they're doing tremendous work there. And in whichever way you all can help also, those of you who belong to Guyana and you have love for your country and all that kind of thing, there are so many ways you can help. Find out how you can help, so that the people of